Hello, fiber enthusiasts. My name is Beth. I am a knitter from the suburbs of Chicago, and I am talking today about Finish It February, but that's sort of being switched a little bit. So we'll get further into that, but the first thing I want to talk about is that we do have an ongoing knit along. It is for the Burra Cowl by Wallin, and you can use the hashtag PKBurraCal2023 on Instagram to enter for the drawing. Anything counts. Finished objects, just buying the yarn, just buying the pattern, just casting on. So anywhere in between, take pictures, post them on Instagram. And if you are not comfortable with Instagram, go ahead and send me an email and I will include you in the drawing. There will be a drawing at the end of March. In fact, I'll wait until April 1st to do the drawing because that's the first quarter. So this is a year-long knit along, and I am drawing prizes quarterly. The prize for the first quarter is a silk mohair. It is Kidsilk Haze by Rowan yarns, and it is in the colorway drab. I have two balls of this that will be the giveaway for that first quarter. Anyway, I have not yet cast on for the Burra Cowl. That is something I will get to eventually. Before I talk about Finish It February, I do want to show I have one finished object. I have my Christmas socks. Gingerbread Lane is the colorway of this, and I don't know how well it shows on camera, but the one sock is more saturated in color than the other one. So it just two different ends of the skein, and that's how they turned out, and it should be fine. I'm fine with that. This is a vanilla sock recipe. I do 14 rounds of 2x2 rib, 90 rounds of a leg, and I decided to rib starting at the ankle. I think I did, like, starting at round 70, I started doing a 1x3 rib, and then heel flap and gusset, and I don't know what they call the toe. It's every other round I decrease by 4 stitches. Oh, and 40 round foot. Anyhow, those are my finished object. Yay! I also want to include talking about my Ingrid sweater because I had spoken about this last week when I was talking about the sleeves that I was running short of yarn. So on one sleeve, because I'm doing them 2 at a time and I had a much bigger ball on one sleeve than the other, on one sleeve I have now run out of yarn, and I did not get that far before that happened. So I have now taken my 2 what do you call them? Gauge swatches, and I have unwound them. So I think that should be enough to finish the sleeve. I hope. So I haven't weighed it or anything. In fact, let me weigh it right now. My scale is right in front of me. I'm going to weigh the whole thing. Yeah. I have 38.5 grams. I think that should be enough for the rest of the sleeve, because the sleeve is already to here. And I just need to get from the elbow down. I think that's enough. So I guess we'll find out. It is a DK weight yarn, and for those of you who are new here, you might want to see this thing, right? I will show it. I have finished everything except the sleeves, even though the instructions say to do the collar last. I decided I wanted the collar before that because I was worried I was going to run out of yarn for sleeves, and I thought, well, better shorter sleeves than a shorter collar. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. I suppose I could have done a shorter collar because it is sort of a mock turtleneck. So this is Ingrid. Let me see. Is this the front? Hold on. Yeah, this is the front. And you're going to see the sleeves together on the needle. And there it is in all its glory. And I just love the texture. It is being done in Barnyard Knits, A Walk in the Wood DK, and it is being held together with Kidsilk Haze in 2 different colorways, one for the body, one for the sleeves, but you really can't tell the difference as far as I can see. Very little difference in color. Anyhow, details are below if you're interested in knowing everything about that. So, finish it February. We are now in the middle of February. And I thought, I'm not really giving all of February to finish it February. And I don't like that. I want to make an entire month devoted to finishing the languishing whips that I have. So I decided to postpone Finish It February and make it March to the finish. What do you think? You guys like that? I think this works for me very well because I, as a teacher's aide, I have spring break off, and this year my husband wasn't able to get the days of spring break off work, so we're not doing anything together. He's just working that week, so I can just work on my whips and attempt to finish everything I have. And so that's at the end of the month, so that works well for me. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of things done. So Finish It February is now March to the finish. And I want to show you all the things that I am planning to work on. So here's something that I was not expecting at all. Last night, I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across a super cute thing, and it is called Nubble Chin. Let me see. I have this picture. It's a little doll. So Nubble Chin, that's how you spell it. And it is this cute little doll. And the person who posted it on Instagram did it, she had like two different ones. And I'm sorry, if I could remember who it was, I would give you credit. But it was cute because she had one that was in like a pink variegated yarn and another one that was in a blue variegated yarn. And I thought, oh, that's cute. One for a boy, one for a girl. I like it. Anyhow, I have to say, I don't like the one in the picture as well as the ones that I saw on Instagram, because these colorways kind of divided up in a way that like the arms and legs don't look as cohesive. So I casted one on last night with the leftovers from a sock set that I have. In fact, I wasn't planning this, but I'm wearing those socks today. Ta-da! So this is going to be the head. So you see where the head is there. You cast on from the head, and then you do increases to make, basically, you're doing a sweater. And then, you know, you kind of finish up with the legs, and then you pick up the sleeves and do sleeves just like a sweater. This is, by the way, this is a free pattern on Ravelry. So, this is an entirely free project for me because it was the leftovers. I weighed this to make sure that I was going to have enough for the project. And I've got 2 new babies expected in the family within the next few months. So I thought, this looks like a very quick project, and it's a very cheap project. It was free. Can't beat that. Yes. So anybody expecting babies in your family, I think this is a great project. Or if you have toddlers that you know, I could even see like making this as something that, you know, when you have maybe somebody's birthday party coming up, you know, a young child, that, you know, you could just make them to have them sitting around, and then when it comes time that it's a child's birthday or something, you can just give it to them. I just think it's so cute. I mean, you could probably add some kind of face, maybe with duplicate stitch, or, you know, stitch something on. But super cute. Anyhow, there's my unexpected thing that, you know, I wasn't truly anticipating doing, but there it is on my needles. So as far as, so that, I think easily that's getting done in February. And then I still have, okay, so the sleeves on my Ingrid sweater will be getting done in February. So I'll be showing that soon. What I want to do for March to the finish is I have sleeves for a sweater for my now youngest son. And that is as far as I have gotten on this. This is for a pattern by Arna and Carlos called Barna Pullover. It'll be up here. And it's a colorwork sweater. I don't think the color work is going to be all that difficult. I started this months ago, probably over a year. Anyhow, this has been languishing for long enough. I want this. I told my son I was going to give it to him a long time ago, so I think I should do that before I do the other ones that I promised to other people after that. So that's one of my March to the finish projects. Another one is a sweater that I started around the same time that I started the Ingrid sweater. And I have talked about this on multiple episodes, but it has sort of gone to the side in favor of the Ingrid sweater because I thought I can knit one sweater faster than two. So this is Vesper with a Twist. It is by Thea Colman, also known as Baby Cocktails. And I just love the texture of this. I just want to, I had to unfold the side to show it a little bit better. So I have a feeling that, oh no, that's counting. I was going to say, I have a feeling this is the last time I showed it was with this thing, but that's just keeping track. It says it's got a 20 on it. And so that was to count the number of rounds in the chart. So Vesper with a twist shall be worked on when I march to the finish. And I just found an unopened... Why is this needle in here? It's a US 5. I think I've been looking for this for other things. I don't know why that's in here. I have a feeling that I was thinking I might need to switch needle sizes for some reason. I don't know. And this is the problem with letting whips languish. I hope I can figure out what I wanted to do with this thing and that it still comes out the size I want it to. Okay. Next languishing whip. This one I started last July. I'm just now seeing how little is done. Pair of socks. Nordavind is the pattern. I was doing a Christmas in July. I had started these colorwork socks. I've never done colorwork socks before. And I got much further than where I'm at in this. I had gotten, maybe this much further and realized these look really small. So I went to try to put them on my foot, couldn't even get them over the foot. So I'm gonna need to size up my needle and figure out how to get these, and they're living in my Christmas vacation bag that I bought from, who is this? Fancy Boy Designs. I think that's a leading men thing. I don't know. But I don't know how enthusiastic I am about this because it's a Christmas thing. I'm not quite there yet. I think this one, if I'm still gung-ho about marching to the finish, it may end up as one of my last whips that I get to. However, I kind of have a feeling that between the two sweaters that I've been talking about, I'm probably not gonna have time to work on something else and march to the finish. So I guess I hadn't thought of it until right now talking about it, that yeah, I'm talking about two sweaters and that's a lot to finish in 1 month. So yeah. Then I also have, this is my Burra cowl. I haven't even cast it on yet. I have a feeling Burra cowl is gonna wait until April to be casted on. So I'll be in that second quarter. Anybody with me? Anybody want to knit along in April to make a cowl that you won't wear until the fall? I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, there's one more whip here. Oh yes, this. Okay, these are cabled socks. I'm trying to see how well you can see that. You know what? I'm going to show you the socks. I started these. This is Limeño. It is by Media Peruana, who is also, her name is Kristen Jankuk. And these are the socks. I did them in black, and I talked about these a long time ago. I thought that, and I don't know how well you can see, yeah, you could totally see the stellina in these. But I thought I was going to have an easier time seeing this yarn because of the stellina. And I still need complete daylight in order to knit these as well as I can. So I love these. I love the texture of these. Were I to do it again, I would choose a lighter colored yarn. But I stopped on these because I knew that I didn't have any nylon in the yarn, and I had 2 different pairs of socks that I had that problem with, and I decided that I was going to hold nylon thread together with it. And after doing that first pair, I'm not going to do that with these. I can finish these without the nylon thread, and that is my plan. So this is, there was a weird pause, and I don't know if that happened in the actual video or just my feedback. But anyway, Western Sky Knits is the yarn, and it is, let me look at the makeup of this yarn. 92% superwash merino and 8% lurex. So I don't know how well the what's the I don't know how hard wearing these socks will be. But I love these socks. I love the texture. So I am looking forward to completing these socks, and I think this will be probably something that happens early in March to the finish, alongside my sweater projects. I think the problem that I'm having with these socks, in addition to being able to see them well, is that they are a cable pattern, so they take lots of focus. So it's not like a vanilla sock where you can just knit. So, you know, I always expect a sock project to go quickly, and this one is not the same for multiple reasons. It's, you know, the visual problems as well as the cables and the complicated stitching. Now, in addition to all of this stuff, I have, like I said, I have babies coming into the family, and I've bought yarn to make projects for baby knits. So we'll see how all of this works out. I know baby knits go fast, but not necessarily as, I mean, especially if it's like a fingering weight project. I have one that's a worsted weight project, and I have another that's a fingering weight project. I talked about both of them on my last episode. And I'm excited about casting them both on, but we'll see how this goes. I don't know. And I want to get them done so that the babies can wear these things at the age that I'm planning to knit them for. So I don't want to, and especially, you know, when you have new babies, you want to give them the newborn size, or, you know, up to 3 months or whatever. You want to get the baby size, not the 6 months and everything like that. And not to say that there's no place for 6 month size things, but like, this is just me planning for newborn babies. I want newborn stuff. That's just me though. Anyhow, that is all I have for you today. I wish you the best of luck with your February finishes, marching to the finish, whatever the case may be for you, and keep surviving, keep thriving, and I will see you next time. Bye.